There is something truly powerful about Black women over 50, something that time can never take away. It is in the way you carry yourself, the way your skin holds light differently than it did at 20, and the way your presence fills a room without you saying a single word. And one of the most underrated tools you have for expressing that power? Your hair color. The right shade does not fight your age, it does not try to erase it. It simply works with everything you already have, your melanin, your bone structure, your energy, and it turns the volume up on all of it. Today, we are talking about 8 hair colors that do exactly that for Black women over 60. Colors that bring radiance, polish, and a kind of youthful glow that has nothing to do with pretending you are someone you are not. Before we get into it, quick hello to everyone tuning in from Golden Melanin Luxuries, where we talk beauty, fashion, and elegance made specifically for women who are aging with intention, not apology. If that sounds like you are exactly who this channel was built for. Now, let's get into the list. Number 1, Honey Blonde with Caramel Roots. This color is deceptively simple, but do not let that fool you. It is one of the most face-brightening combinations you can put near deep or medium-deep skin. The caramel root gives you a soft, natural transition at the scalp, so there's no harsh line announcing, "This is a dye job." And the honey blonde ends catch light in a way that makes the whole head of hair look lifted, almost lit from within. On melanin-rich skin, warm blonde tones like this tend to read as luminous rather than washed out, especially when the undertone leans golden rather than ash. What makes this shade particularly smart for women over 60 is that it softens the contrast around the face. As we age, very dark, very flat colors can sometimes create a harshness against the skin, and this honey caramel blend does the opposite. It eases that transition and gives the whole complexion a gentler, more approachable glow. If you want to try it without full commitment, ask your stylist about face-framing highlights instead of an all-over color. It gives you 80% of the impact with a fraction of the maintenance. Number 2, Rich Espresso with Cinnamon Shimmer. If Honey Blonde felt like a soft morning light, this one is candlelight, warm, moody, and deeply flattering. Espresso brown on its own can sometimes feel a little flat, but the moment you weave in that cinnamon shimmer, thin ribbons of warm reddish brown that only reveal themselves when the light hits just right, the whole color becomes three-dimensional. This is a favorite among stylists who work with textured, coily, and kinky hair types because the shimmer tends to show up beautifully in the natural curl pattern, catching the light differently with every twist and coil. For women who are not ready to leave deep, dark shades behind, but want something that feels a little more elevated than plain black, this is often the answer. It photographs beautifully indoors under warm lighting, and outdoors it has a way of looking almost polished without being overdone. And speaking of colors that transform completely depending on where you tried them, the next one on this list might surprise you. Number 3, Soft Champagne Silver. Now, I want to be honest with you here. This is not a color for everyone, and that's exactly what makes it special. Champagne silver takes traditional gray and lifts it, adding a warm, almost pearlescent undertone that keeps it from reading flat or dull. Against deep melanin skin, this shade has a striking, almost editorial quality. It's bold, it's confident, and it tells the world that you are not hiding your gray, you are curating it. The key with this color is maintenance. Silver and champagne tones need a purple or blue toning shampoo regularly to prevent brassiness, and they thrive with regular deep conditioning since lightening the hair to this level can leave it more porous. But if you are someone who already has natural gray coming in and you've been wondering whether to fight it or work with it, champagne silver is proof that working with it can look absolutely stunning. Number 4, Warm Terracotta Red. This is the color for the woman who wants people to notice her hair before they notice anything else in the room, in the best way possible. terracotta sits in that beautiful in-between space, not quite red, not quite orange, not quite brown, and on deep skin tones, it creates a kind of glow that is genuinely hard to replicate with any other shade. It has warmth without being loud and richness without tipping into costume territory. What makes terracotta particularly good for mature women is the way it interacts with the natural changes in skin tone that happen with age. Many women find their complexion develops richer, warmer undertones over the decades, and terracotta plays directly into that instead of competing with it. If a full head of terracotta feels like too big a leap, this color also works beautifully as a color melt, starting darker at the root and warming into terracotta through the mid-lengths and ends. Number 5. Deep plum with violet undertones. If you loved the drama of a wine-toned burgundy but wanted something with a little more mystery, plum is your answer. This color lives in that rich space between brown, red, and purple, and on melanin-rich skin, the violet undertones create a kind of depth that looks almost impossible to recreate with a flat, single-process color. What is beautiful about plum, specifically for women over 60, is how it manages to feel simultaneously youthful and sophisticated. It has the vibrancy of a color someone in their 20s might wear, but the depth and richness make it read as intentional and elevated rather than trendy. It works exceptionally well over natural black or dark brown hair as a gloss or semi-permanent overlay, meaning you get the color payoff without a dramatic lightening process, which is a real advantage if you are protecting hair health as you age. Now, the next color on this list is one that often gets overlooked entirely, and that is a genuine mistake. Number 6. Warm hazelnut brown. Hazelnut sits right in that sweet spot between blonde and brown, warm, nutty, with just enough dimension to keep it from looking one note. This is the color equivalent of a well-tailored neutral outfit. It goes with everything, it flatters nearly every undertone, and it never looks like it is trying too hard. For deep and medium-deep skin tones, hazelnut brown creates a soft warmth around the face that brightens the complexion without the higher maintenance of a full blonde. It is also one of the most forgiving colors as your hair grows out because the root transition tends to be gentle rather than jarring. If you are someone who wants a refresh but does not want your hair color to become a whole personality or a whole appointment schedule, hazelnut brown might be exactly the quiet upgrade you've been looking for. Number 7. Copper rose gold. This one is for the woman who wants a little bit of fun without sacrificing sophistication. Copper rose gold blends the warmth of traditional copper with a softer, almost dusty pink undertone, and against deep melanin skin, the effect is genuinely striking. It looks expensive, intentional, and current without leaning young in a way that feels forced. This shade has become increasingly popular because it photographs beautifully in every kind of lighting. Natural daylight brings out the rose, while warm indoor lighting brings out the copper, so the color feels like it is always shifting and alive. It does require some upkeep, particularly toning, to keep the rose undertone from fading into a duller copper. But for a woman who loves a color that feels a little more playful while still holding on to elegance, this is one of the most rewarding options on this entire list. Number 8, and the one that surprises people most, blue-black with cool undertones. We saved this one for last because it proves a point. Sometimes the boldest, most youthful-looking choice is not a new color at all. It's a smarter version of the one you already know. Blue-black takes deep, natural black hair and adds a cool, almost sapphire-like sheen that only becomes visible in direct light. Instead of the flat, matte appearance that plain black hair can sometimes have, blue-black has movement, shine, and a kind of polish that reads as expensive and deliberate. On deep melanin skin especially, this cool undertone creates a striking contrast that many stylists consider one of the most flattering combinations in the business. It requires healthy, well-conditioned hair to really shine, literally, since shine is the whole point of the color. So regular deep conditioning and a glossing treatment every few weeks will keep it looking its absolute best. If you already love black hair and were not sure there was anywhere left to take it, this is your answer. So there you have it, 8 hair colors, each one offering something different: warmth, drama, softness, boldness, but every single one of them rooted in the same idea, that the right color does not exist to make you look like someone younger, it exists to make you look like the fullest, most radiant version of exactly who you are right now. Your melanin, your features, your personality, your history, none of that needs correcting, it needs complementing. And that's what great hair color does. It's not about erasing the years, it's about honoring them with a little more shine. If today's video gave you something to think about or a color you are now seriously considering, do us a favor and subscribe to Golden Melanin Luxuries. We are here every week with more beauty, fashion, and elegance made specifically with women like you in mind. Women who are not slowing down, just leveling up. Thank you for spending this time with us, and we'll see you in the next one.